Hello. So we have been talking about sequences in class, mostly the differences between an arithmetic sequence and a geometric sequence, but also how to find a common difference if we think it's an arithmetic sequence and a common ratio if it's a geometric sequence. So just to recap, a sequence is just a list of numbers. That's all it is. A list of numbers that we are hoping has a pattern where we either add and subtract to get to the next number, which would be an arithmetic sequence, or a pattern that we have to multiply something to get to the next number, whether that be a whole number or a fraction, that would give us a geometric sequence. An arithmetic sequence is based off of a linear relationship, which is why we talk about a common difference being very similar to the slope of a line, that m in y equals mx plus b. And for a geometric sequence, it's very similar to the exponential function, which has that really that curve that goes up really quickly. So if we are looking to find the common ratio or the common difference, it's first best to look at this sequence and decide if we think it's arithmetic or geometric. And even if we're not sure, there's a way that we can check that works every time, and that's really what this video is about. So if we're looking at this sequence of numbers, 14, 11, 8, 5, and 2, a lot of you are very good at just looking at this and knowing it's probably going to be arithmetic and not geometric. The numbers are not going up or down by a quick amount, which usually denotes some type of multiplication. And a lot of you can probably even see the common difference just by looking at the first couple numbers and seeing, well, 14 to 11, I go down 3, so maybe the common difference is minus 3. And then you try it again and you see that it still works. Well, I want to explain that if you're not sure, you can always plug into this equation. I'm really just making you aware that this is a notation that you'll see a lot, especially if you continue in mathematics. This is just saying I want to take this number and subtract the number before it. N plus 1 is saying the next number, and n is the previous. So all this is saying in words is I'm going to take the second number and subtract the first number. And then if whatever that number is, if it's a common difference, if it's arithmetic, that will give us the common difference. Sorry. So the second number here is 11 minus the first number, which is 14, gives us a common difference of negative 3. So we can do that for any sequence. Subtract the first number from the second number, and then we can check to see if that works every time. So if I go from 14 to 11, if I use this common difference of negative 3, does that get me to the next number? 14 minus 3 is 11. Yep. Keep going. Is 11 minus 3 8? Yes, it is. 8 minus 3 5. 5 minus 3 2. So it looks like 3 will be our common difference here. So this is indeed arithmetic, and our common difference is negative 3. And I could find that every time by taking the second number minus the first number.